Okay, picking up from last time, I had just solved the Brahma's trials and solved the projections. But then that didn't seem to necessarily help me in any way. So maybe you need to look around a little bit more in Ancient Chaos. Because maybe that also did something else to help me out. Might as well sit here just to be sure. So got all these cool stars representing locations of crystal skulls and of what I believe are mantras. And on the very first one and on this third one, there's this extra mantra way off in the distance. And my only guess is that that is in Nibiru, not pictured. But it could be maybe elsewhere. So I'm gonna look around here for anything that might have been a useful note. Check that room first. I already got that. It's gonna be a bunch of Pray to Anu notes that I've already seen before. And I'm pretty sure the note up here was a note about nothing. Got a double jump, might as well use it. Nope, need to go farther up. Definitely already activated that. This room had the odd switch over here. Never did figure out what that was for. Already met with Elvis. Already took care of Anzu. Already figured out the Podmodilus. Warning against using all the mantras simultaneously. At least that's how I'm interpreting it. Reveals all in Yggdrasil, so maybe I need to go back to Yggdrasil. Nothing new here. Okay. Okay, that seems to imply that I need that final mantra for the Dark Star Lord's trials. No. Another prey to Anu note. Forgot about that. Let's get another quick heal in. Well, I might as well try this anyway. This is the wrong place to warp into. Pretty sure I've got that figured out. So maybe something shows up here if I just wait. Or maybe wait in front of the chest? I have a feeling waiting is involved somehow. Maybe I need to be over on the right. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong about this one. Got that figured out. And then the door would take me to Takamagahara Shrine. That is the same spot. I picked the wrong one door too. This one. That is pretty straightforward. That's all. Nothing new. Okay, so let's get a quick spa trip in. I'm gonna take another look at those light Brahma trial things. So the one far off red star is kind of way to the left of Yggdrasil in the one image, and way off to the right in another far upper area. Let's take a look through Yggdrasil. The fact that the upper left portion of this map has the hole up above kind of leads me to think that there's something above there. This upper corner. But I have looked over here and there's nothing for me to interact with. And this is just roots of Yggdrasil, so the clue may be speaking of Yggdrasil more generally. Pretty sure I already encountered Sekhmet. Sigyn is no longer there. Don't go up there. Whoops. feeling most of the notes are going to be things I've already completed. Talking about the areas I can reach from this one. Need that 10th mantra. Almost got squished. So there's two ways to on-whiff in through here. And then this leads to the Divine Fortress. The note up here is just about the lamp, which I do still have flame in. No clues here. The other thing I was noticing was Cirrus prophecy. I think that must take place on Nibiru. I don't have night or end. Keyword I needed. Okay, excessive power makes sense. Murderous, blood-drenched intent. I might need to get a clue on that one. . let's take a look in Dark Star-Lord area. Maybe something has happened here. Don't get crushed by that. Still have not quite figured out that Ben stone. Plenty of empty NPC doorways. Whoa, Lordy. Howdy there, Quibs. How's your evening going? I'm gonna give you a shout out here. How is Metroid Prime treating you? Thank you for the raid, Quibs. As you can see here, I'm playing La-Mulana 2. And I've somewhat at my wit's end here as to what to do next. I solved a kind of involved puzzle earlier, and the result was that I got a map to a bunch of things I've already acquired and one that I can't seem to acquire. And here I have this giant pyramid that I need to activate somehow, and I'm not quite sure how to do it. So for those unfamiliar with the La-Mulana games, these are kind of, yeah, this game is, I think I'm about 80 plus hours in. It's a lot of exploration and clue solving and riddle collecting, and one of these days I will actually beat it, and I feel like I'm very close. Because I've got a chock full inventory of items. But I just can't seem to figure out how to get forward. I've got this pyramid area that I'm supposed to somehow activate and I'm guessing shoot out into space. Or I can visit the underworld and wander through a bunch of gates. But I can't seem to progress in that area either, even though I think I know what the right answer is to solving the gates. So right now I'm just kind of wandering around and looking for moments of inspiration, because you never know when something might turn up. I've got plenty of clues about this area and this weird triangular shape. You can scan and collect clues from around the area. So I'm in the Dark Star-Lord's area, and I'm trying to ascend to Nibiru. I have the stone tablet in my possession now. The stone tablet being this Destiny tablet. This is not a usable item, it just stays in my inventory. So I think it was just kind of a key that I would need in order to proceed at some point. So then, where was that note? The other thing I have is the crystal that unseals a pyramid form. I need to offer a crystal at the pedestal of prayer. And I haven't quite figured out where that is. So I've got this pyramid crystal. And I can use it in all sorts of places, but nothing seems to react with it. So I think maybe I need to find the right place to use it. And the first 5 or so things I thought to use it at don't seem to do anything. This little mural here was where I learned one of the clues about using the crystal. Yeah, it is quite the cult following. I'd read about this originally on, I want to say, Hardcore Gaming 101. It sounded kind of interesting, and then I started seeing people play it, and I was like, oh, this is really cool. So I wanted to give it a shot. I think the first one took me about 70 or 80 hours to beat. But probably a good portion of that was me trying to fight bosses that I maybe was a little early to defeat, not having good equipment to fight them. So you can wander around quite a bit and do things in a variety of orders. You may stumble upon something really useful, or you may stumble upon an area that is maybe a little more difficult than you're supposed to be. Okay, so another clue in here mentioned that I needed the Dark Star-Lord's power for something. And I could have sworn somebody talked about the Dark Star-Lord controlling storms. So I have a handy Mjolnir here filled with lightning, housing the power of storms. So I'm going to use it here, but it's probably going to just get me hurt. Yep. So sometimes you have to use that to activate certain mechanisms within the ruins. So that sparkling blue thing in the center was one of the things I had to activate with the Mjolnir's stored up lightning. Already solved that clue. Might need to get more lightning stored up. This is... I kind of liken this to be... Even though it's kind of a Metroidvania type thing. Hey there, Raspy-Doo, how's it going? Despite being kind of oops, don't want to stand on the spikes. Castlevania-ish. That it's kind of got the spirit of a classic point and click adventure. So there's lots of riddles and things to kind of solve. And sometimes it takes a while to work through the puzzles as you're even going Raspy-Doo. I did use the crystal once in this area at the very top to reveal a mini-boss. And the thing I got from the mini boss was a vessel, which I then filled with sacred wine, which is supposed to make people smarter or something, I think was the result. Need to unequip this item so I can get shocked by the statue there. And I'm running low on health, so I'm going to take a quick spa trip. Good thing about these games is that very early on you can gain the ability to warp. So you can warp out of trouble if you act quick enough, and you're never really stuck anywhere. Except for when you do get stuck. Let's see here. Get back into that area. So I only very recently filled up that vessel with the sacred wine. I don't think that's something I would use to activate the pyramid. But there are references to the virtual wise man. Hey there, Bobby. Yep, things are going pretty good here, Bobby. Other than me being clueless on where to go and what to do next in this game. Don't know if you've ever played any of these games before, the La-Mulana series. But they are chock full of mysteries. There were some NPCs hanging around here, but most of them have either left or died. Oops. Yeah, this is definitely a Castlevania 2 type scenario, Quubs. If only I could find Deborah Cliff. So clearly, the Dark Star Lord could harness storms. So the Mjolnir is going to come into play somehow. But I don't know if that is a reference to those two other... Like there's that room up above here that I used that to activate that blue device. And then there was also a mini boss that I needed to use it on. There are these prayer spots, these little triangular things here, and there's another one up above, and I thought that might be the clue, but nothing happens when I use the crystal at either spot. I already got everything that was in this room. And in this room, I have used mantras before to unlock various mysteries. But the clue... Let me go back up to that. clue for the next series of mantras. I think I have it figured out, but nothing seems to happen when I chant it, even though I'm pretty sure I've got it right. Okay. So this was an important clue. We've got this thing that looks like the pyramid in the lower right. And the symbol on the left corresponds with a series of mantras that I found elsewhere in the ruins. The picture within the pyramid is kind of like the result of using the mantras. And it looks like it's inside the peak, so it makes me think I need to stand in that area with the eyeballs, that round thing here. Okay, so the mantras I would use are roof, moon, fire, wall, and eternity. And then I use this item to cast or chant them. It seems like a whole lot of nothing's going on. But there's this kind of secondary mantra thing going on there. Or secondary pyramid here. I don't want to attack too much in here because throughout the ruins there are eyeballs that... Oh! That's where I needed to do it. Okay, we've made a little bit of progress. We're making a little bit more progress. Shit. I mean, sorry. So that's another thing. You have to be careful because you never know when something dangerous might happen. But at least I'm onto something. And it's all in good fun, trust me. I could have sworn I'd used that mantra before, but maybe I didn't use it in quite the right spot. Okay, let's try that again without dying. Roof. Moon. Fire. Wall. Eternal. And then uses the crystal. Do I need to be standing on there? Yes. And then getting out of the way as soon as possible. Okay, I'm glad I was standing over here, not over on the right. I'm certain that would have killed me. Oh, maybe I need to hop on the platform while it raises up. Alright, I'm going somewhere now. I'm in space. And I can't live in space because it's a vacuum. Okay. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. I need to find a spacesuit somewhere. Okay, 3rd time's the charm for activating. I do have one piece of equipment that might help me in space, but I'm skeptical that it actually works. So let me try this one more time. And then save it. And then try going into space one more time after that. Okay, mantras. Roof, moon, fire, wall, eternity. Then use the crystal and then move left. So yeah, if you get on the elevator too early, you get squished by the round medallion. Okay, save that progress. Not too worried about getting injured along the way, just because it's going to be either instantly fatal or not. So I've got this clay doll outfit. Kind of looks like a spacesuit. Protects me from lava and maybe it can protect me in space too. Although I have a feeling it might not. And I can't use the Holy Grail to warp out from here. Oh, it does protect me. Okay. This is a little bit like water physics. I do have the whatever activates that seal. I take a quick... Oops. Take a quick look in these other rooms. Hoping to find a save point. This area's kind of weird looking. Hey there, Communists. How's it going? Yes, I did make it to Nibiru. Oh, is this going to be the final mantra? Night. Alright, that's my final mantra. How many times did I got? I died 2 or 3 times. Once when the pyramid thing fell on my head, and then again when I went into space without proper protection. Am I supposed to use skulls here? Well, I might as well go back. Oh, that's a turret shooting at me. Yeah, I was kind of wandering lost for a while until I used the mantra in the right spot. Not sure how damaging those turrets are going to be, but certainly don't want to get knocked around by them. Oh, nothing up there. Master Skull. So how's your evening treating you, minutes? Hope you're having a good evening. I see that little collectible up there. Yeah, I'm very glad that they made Earthbound available on the Switch, because I've never played any of those games and I've always wanted to try them out. Whoops, that's not the thing. Skull. I needed to use a skull. Yeah, I can't wait to give those games a try. So did I get all of the skulls? I'm gonna check in the middle area just to be sure. I think I got them all. A fancy pastry. Oh, come on. Fancy pastries are always good. What kind of fancy pastry? Whoa, okay. So these are the things where I need to use the Mjolnir. Pretty sure. Now I need to recharge it. Are these turrets going to help recharge it for me? Yes, they will. Gonna get beat up by crystals along the way there. Oh no. I need to spark them all at the same time, which I'm kind of afraid of. There were some clues a while ago about getting something to help me direct the blasts. Like a handle of some kind. And I think I've just been lucky so far that I haven't needed it, but it looks like I really need it now. Alright. No, I'm not going to get zapped when I want to try. Okay, I'll try this one more time. I have a strong feeling it's not going to work. Yeah, I don't think I have what I need to activate these. Is it time-based or is it going to disappear anytime I leave the room? And I just want to make sure that writing in the middle is not a hint. Nope. Okay. Discovered a new roadblock, and I cannot warp out. Let me just make extra sure I'm not missing something in here. Room seems pretty straightforward. Make sure there's nothing down below. I was sitting on top of a crystal for about 10 hits. Okay.